Pro, which is at 5.1 millimeters, but was going to be more expensive than that Pro Max, probably bringing better internals, a faster chipset, and then Apple would put all of their R&D efforts and working their magic to make sure that the cooling and the internals and everything was up to spec, even in such a slim and small chassis. And then most recently, Mark Gurman did release a tweet calling this iPhone 17 the iPhone 17 Air. So it's no longer the Slim, it's no longer the Ultra. And what I want to do is talk about what the Air emblem means for Apple, because right now there's a couple of different Air named models or products in Apple's ecosystem. Of course, you have the MacBook Air, which has been around since 2008, and that was supposed to be the thinnest, at that point, lightest laptop that has ever been made. And back then, in 2008, it made some crazy compromises when it comes to utility and the ports and the disk drives that it omitted compared to the rest of the competition, because in 2008 this was a laptop that only maxed out at 64 gigs of internal SSD storage, which was absolutely unheard of and very, very expensive. It also had no optical drive, which was also a thought that people were like, what is Apple doing? Nobody's going to want this thing. Everybody needs a CD drive. And then of course it reduced a lot of the ports, right? They got rid of the FireWire, they got rid of the Ethernet port, which are things that people had always gotten used to or they've been accustomed to. And of course, Apple's known for making these courageous kind of steps first and omitting some of the things that are supposedly the norm in that time and moment. So again, the MacBook Air at that point had made compromises, so hold on to that thought when now we talk about the iPad Air, because the iPad Air, from a price point perspective, yes, it's not the thinnest in the world, which is what we thought the Air meant, but from a price point perspective, it sits right in the middle between the amazing Pro model iPads and then the iPad 10th generation and the iPad mini. So that is what I think this iPhone 17 Air is going to be. It is going to be an ultra-thin version of the iPhone with this kind of single camera visor on the rear that's going to be making some compromises, but it's going to fit in the middle of where the iPhone sits. So we're going to have maybe the iPhone 17 lineup, the iPhone 17 Air, and then the iPhone 17 Pro. So the compromise it's going to make is, like I said, it's going to have one single camera instead of a triple or double camera array. It's probably going to have worse battery life because it's going to be ultra thin, but it will be something that's revolutionary from a thinness standpoint and probably going to be the stepping off point for what iPhones are going to look like moving forward, because as you can tell, the MacBook Air is now the end all be all in terms of look, form factor, thinness, heat dissipation, heat management, being able to fit so much in a small chassis. I mean, think about it, all the MacBook Pros now look exactly like the MacBook Air, just a little bit thicker. So that's what I think is going to happen with this new iPhone 17 Air. I think it's going to be a one-of-a-kind thing. Apple's going to be putting a lot of their, I guess, physical and hardware limitations to the test in this thing by making it ultra thin, while making these compromises like I mentioned, and it's going to fit in that middle ground from a price point perspective. So it'll probably be $1,000 or $1,100, and if you want to be first in line to try it out, Apple will be happy to sell it to you. But if you like to have that familiar situation of something like a regular iPhone or a Pro Max iPhone, then those will still be there. But I do think eventually, once we get to the 18s and 19s and 20s, which, you know, is going to come faster than we think in 4 or 5 years, I think that's going to be the form factor. It's going to be this single visor across, similar to the Pixel phones. It's going to be ultra thin, ultra premium, and Apple's going to be able to work their magic internally to make sure that they're not making that many sacrifices with the iPhone 18, 19, and 20 lineup. So that's just my 2 cents on this thing. I love going down memory lane. I love talking about the old iPhones because I'm somebody that's owned pretty much every single iPhone, even to the iPhone 2G, all the way up now to the 15 Pro Max. There's been a couple that I've skipped here and there, but especially in the beginning, the first 6 or 7 iPhones, I owned one every single year because I just wanted to see how much better they were, and those incremental updates were much bigger back in the day versus now. It's tough to justify upgrading every year or even every 2 or 3 years. Today, most people don't upgrade unless something is either wrong with their phone or it's like a 5-6-year-old phone, because that's just how good the hardware and the software has gotten over this time. But that'll do for this video, everybody. Let me know in the comment down below what you think. Is this iPhone 17 Slim something that you would like? An ultra thin, ultra light iPhone that can do everything that the other iPhones do, just make some compromises from a battery and a power consumption perspective and things of that nature, but you'll have the latest and greatest from a hardware perspective. So let me know in the comment down below.
Check 1, 2, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check 1, 2, 3, mic check 1, 2, 3. Hello, mic check. Mic check 1, 2. I just want to speak the name of Jesus over every. Mic check. Just mess something up. Oh, it's trying to fall off. Maybe. Mic check. Hello. Mic check. Mic check. Hello. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Signal is really loud. Or the noise is really loud. Signal noise. Mic check. 1, 2. Hello. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing audio quality with the noise gate on. Mic check. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hello, hello, hello. This is with the pre turned off on comms 3 and 4. This is with the pre turned on volume fader all the way. Mic check 1 2. Can't turn back on. Check. Hello, 1 2 3. Check 1 2. Check. Hello? Hello, mic check. Hello? 2. Hello? Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check. Hello, 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. check 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, mic check. Alright, switch back to the camera audio. Let's see if this is any better. It's pretty noisy still from the AC. Alright, I'm going to turn off this mic and test the piano sound. Check, 1, 2. Hello, this is just the sound of the camera mic picking up the audio. It's not very clear. I think I'm going to have to use an audio interface to get cleaner audio. So I will test that now. Audio sync looks good, that's good. Alright, time to pull this stream.